Okay, so here is the first scratch up part done. Once you see that you let it dry for a bit, that there's going to be some white spots that you didn't get. So you're just going to want to go back over them again with a little bit of water. I find that the more water you use, the easier it is for it to come up like this and scratches like that. I also find the harder you scratch, the easier it is for it to come up. So what I like to do is circle strokes, I find, are the best. And when you're going around the edges, I find that it's best to just use your fingers. So I'm just dipping my fingers in the water a little bit, getting them a little wet, and then just kind of making little circle motions. And as I'm going, you can't really see it, but I can feel the little bits of paper that are still left over coming up. See on my finger? You just, wipe them off. And then once you get this completely off with all the rest of the pieces, you're going to let it dry again. You don't want to do it wet, because I made that mistake and it ended up coming up with like a whitish tint to it, just almost like this, but not quite, because I didn't let it dry before I put the Mod Podge on it. So I'm gonna let it dry and then put the Mod Podge on again, and it will be a nice clear, just like when it's wet like that. You see what I mean? It'll be nice and clear like that, as opposed to this white tint. Okay. So for the last step, you got your picture on. Be careful not to have any glue where you want to put the stain, because as you can see on mine, I had to sand it off and now it looks scratchy and not exactly perfect, but it's for me, so I'm not too mad about it. So I think it kind of gives it a little bit of a vintage look. Anyways, after you stain the wood, I wanted to make sure that the picture wouldn't get ruined by the polyurethane, so I put another layer of Mod Podge on, and then you're just gonna get some, I like the gloss look, so polyurethane. One of these disposable brushes works great. Put some gloves on, you just give it a nice layer. I'm gonna use 2 because I like it to be really glossy and kind of have like almost like a hard shell coating. This is my second layer, so if it doesn't come out as thick as I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 on. So why not? Once you get make sure you do this in a ventilated area, because it is very humid. Maybe you could just do it outside. And make sure you get enough evenly on, and then make sure you don't have anything like, I've had hair, grass, little bits of dirt or whatever. Just want to give it a good once over and make sure there's nothing on that'll harden with it. And then once you do that, just let it dry and see how it comes out.